Welcome everyone, today we're going to drive into Corralejo city on the beautiful island of Fuerteventura. We are going to start our tour at the very southern end of the city and heading up north. In this video I'm going to show you some of the most interesting and beautiful parts of the city. We will drive downtown into the old town all the way up to the beach walk in northern Corralejo. We will also talk about new shops and venues that just opened recently, so in case you do already know the city, there might be a new place you haven't seen yet. I'll put the links to all the sites I'm talking about into the video description as well, so please check this out. Coming up on the right side you got Acua water park, which is currently closed since it's winter time. They're usually going to open up again by the end of March every year in case you're planning on going. Right behind water park you got a trampoline bouncing place on the right hand side. There it is. The street we're on right now is also the street you would take when driving from the airport into the city. The first new place I wanted to show you is Gran Casino, coming up on the left hand side. They just opened up recently. I haven't been there yet, but in case you are into gambling, this is something you might want to check out. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of the shops or restaurants I'm talking about. This is just my personal opinion and experience. So I'm not getting any money for telling you this stuff or producing this video. But in case you like this video and want to help me out a little bit, I would be really happy if you subscribe to the channel and like and share this video. Thank you very much. Small tip, in case you do have a car, the gas station coming up on the right hand side is always a little bit cheaper than the gas station outside the city, so you can save some money here. The brand is called Disa and it's right next to Burger King, so it's quite easy to find since Burger King has this huge pole with their logo on it. The street we are on right now is called Avenida Nuestra Senora del Carmen, which is the main street of Corralejo. Here you can find most of the shops and restaurants. It's quite empty now, but this is mainly due to the time as it's 9:30 in the morning currently when we're doing this drive. But if you're walking here in the afternoon or during nighttime, the shops and restaurants are just packed. You might have already realized how many street bumps we've already hit by now. You can find them all over the city. I guess this is the Spanish way to ensure people are sticking to the speed limit. In the main street we are on right now, we got a speed limit of 40 kilometers per hour. The next new shop that literally just opened last week is another HiperDino supermarket. This one is called HiperDino Express Lobos. It's next to the Ale Hop shop you might already know. Unfortunately we cannot get any closer since this part of the street is restricted for cars. But it doesn't matter, let's drive a bit through the old town of Corralejo. This is where a lot of locals live. We will also see some beautiful sights in the old part of Corralejo. If you're looking for a parking spot in Corralejo downtown, there's a big parking spot on the left hand side coming up, which I can totally recommend since it's very close to the city center and it's free, as all the parking spots in Corralejo. On the right hand side you can see the public trash bins of Corralejo, so the city is not picking up the trash on your doorstep as it's common in some other countries. In Corralejo you have to bring your trash to those public collection facilities. As you saw, they are doing waste separation, which is great, but what they are really strict about is the disposal times of residual waste, which is only allowed to be disposed between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning, so during nighttime. To enforce this rule, the city has some hefty penalties attached to this law. Also very interesting fact, you got a lot of one-way streets here in Corralejo, which makes driving a bit easier since traffic is all going in the same direction. If you are into coffee or tea, there's a really nice shop coming up on the right hand side. It's called La Tienda, Cafés y Tés del Mundo. They sell really high quality coffee and teas from all over the world. Really nice place. Coming up on the right hand side, we are about to pass the first windmill of our trip today. It's called Molino, Domingo, Estévez, Rodríguez. Together with the other windmills of the city, it's a beautiful relic of the 18th or early 19th century when the city of Corralejo had its first bloom phase. The next windmill is coming up right away and it's called Molina de Juan Morera. Interesting fun fact here, this area we are driving through right now was all open field. So the windmills were used until the 1970s. This was also the time when the tourism on the island really took off for the first time, and this is when all those houses you can see right now got built. Before that, this area was all open field, and this is why the people placed the windmills here back in the days. Alright, so we are heading for the very northern part of the city right now. Classic Spanish way of finding an instant parking spot. No, just kidding. But it doesn't matter, let's take a little detour. The next thing I want to show you is the beautiful beach walk in northern Corralejo. This is the very northern part of the city. By the way, in front of us you are looking at Hesperia Bristol Playa Hotel, one of the few hotels in northern Corralejo that is right on the seaside. The beach walk I want to show you is already starting right behind the hotel, but you can see for yourselves in a minute. Alright, let's follow this camper van and then we are taking the next one to the left. And we are following the skateboarder. Here we have some unloading going on and somebody parking their car. Yeah, parking spots are always really rare to find and oftentimes quite small depending what car you're driving. But on the other side, as I told you, parking is completely free in Corralejo, which is a really nice thing. And here we are. You can already see beautiful Lanzarote Island in the back behind the fence. And the beach walk I wanted to show you is on the left hand side, right next to the sea. It's just beautiful. By the way, they renovated the beach walk in spring this year and now you got a really nice running path in blue color. You also got nice brand new fitness training equipment along the way as well. A lot of people using this place for taking a nice walk or doing some sports. I mean, how much more scenic can it get? You not only have the sea, but also have a clear view on the beautiful islands next to Fuerteventura, Lanzarote and Los Lobos. It's a really beautiful and clear day today. We got 25 degrees today and of course sun as every day here in beautiful Fuerteventura. The beach walk is going all the way to the harbor and then continues along Corralejo Bay. Speaking of the harbor, you can see one of the ferries that goes to Lanzarote Island in the back. Thank you for coming on this ride with me today and hopefully see you in one of my other videos.